We need to already go on and get this minutia out of here.
Let's do it then.
I hear it. Southern Belle, respectfully. From that state of Alabama. Well,
Roll Tide.
you know what? Let's start here. Because I was going to ask, who do you go for on Thanksgiving? And anybody who doesn't understand the impact of the Iron Bowl, from people in Alabama, it's different.
It is. It's like Super Bowl.
Tell me, from your standpoint of growing up in it, how does that, and then you have a different view because you actually went to that other school.
Alabama?
The other school.
Let me see. Like, in my house, it was divided. My daddy was that other school fan.
Smart guy.
And my mama was an Alabama fan. So we used to always watch the game together. Now, when we watched it, we ain't had no money, but we would, everybody, all our family would sit there, watch the game, we root, we mad at each other who win, because it didn't even matter if they sucked, all other games.
Yeah.
If you win the Iron Bowl, cool. It don't matter. We could be number 25, whatever.
Yeah.
Win the Iron Bowl, you got bragging rights.
For 364 the rest of the day.
Yeah. So then going to Alabama, so when you in college, you get the packages, and you got package A or package B. Whatever game had the Iron Bowl on it, you could either do one or two things. If you wake up early and you get that package, you could sell them. Now, I've always been an entrepreneur.
A hustler.
Yeah, so I ain't never go to an Alabama-Auburn game.
What?
I made the money. I sold that ticket. Cause see the little guys.
So you ticket scout?
Yeah, I did.
What's the most money you ever got from?
For one ticket?
Yeah.
$1,200. Yes. And you paid back then. The packet was $50.
What?
Yes. And if you had the Iron Bowl, you sell them thing. That one ticket, you're gonna get at least $1,200 back then.
So let me see this. Well, let me ask you this. So you went to Alabama. What was your years?
2007 to 2011.
Ooh, that's crazy because probably outside of the latter part, the 11 year and the 10 year, they were not in the SEC championship. That's the only years. And they had another play. Well, we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah. But the 2010 year, I think it was the most impactful Iron Bowl because that was a good Alabama team.
It was.
They needed that game to have BCS bowl contention.
Yeah, we did.
And then for Auburn, while I was there, that was the probably first time in recent history that we were projected, we the favorites. You see what I'm saying?
I remember, yeah.
How much you sold that ticket for? Was that the $1,200 ticket?
So I didn't get a bowl. So you got to get up in the morning to try to get the ticket against all the students. So you got to be there at 7 o'clock. So that one, I didn't get a packet. But if I would have got that one, I'm sure I could have made another $1,200, $1,500. Easy.
I was just recently, and this is my last question in regards to the Iron Bowl, but I was just on ESPN First Take not too long ago. And in Birmingham at Legion Field, Alabama State, Alabama A&M Classic, the Magic City Classic. And the topic was, what's the most impactful or what's the biggest rivalry in all of sports? And I believe it was Stephen A. that mentioned Ohio State and Michigan. And I was like, yo,
They ain't came to Alabama.
They never did it. But to experience what I experienced, my story looked like this. I witnessed the Alabama-Auburn game, and it far exceeded anything that I witnessed from the Florida State-Florida game, Florida-Georgia game, Miami-Florida game. All rivalries. And yeah, they all had their little in it. But there was a person Gene Chizik would bring former athletes and to talk to the team prior to that week happening. And I remember it like it was yesterday. One of the players, the former players, had said, hey, if you're not from Alabama or if you're not from Auburn, this week, you from Auburn. Mm-hmm. It's that important. So much so, we don't have school. You don't have no distractions. This is for y'all former athletes or the athletes that's trying to go to the next level in the NFL. This will be the year or the week that you can mimic what it would like to be a professional athlete. And I took that to heart because I was like, yo, like, it didn't mean that much to me to care enough to really embody the emotions. And then that day of the game, I remember it like it was yesterday, very cloudy. And they've never canceled a Tiger Walk, ever. That day, we had barricades that was up because it wasn't safe. I was going through my NCAA investigation during that time, and it just wasn't, like, our bus was rocking left and right. And I was like, yo, you can try to act like this is a regular game. It doesn't feel like a regular game. When you go into the stadium, you hear son of a preacher man, and then you take the money and run. Like, all these mind games or the mental warfare that they're trying to get, it was like, yo, they started throwing, beer cans. Oh. It was bad.
On both sides, it get ugly. Yeah. They be ready to fight. Yeah. And then after, you gotta tell them people to go home because they gonna fight. Yeah. Especially depending on who win. And the thing about the Alabama-Auburn game, it doesn't matter. Even if Alabama was like, we 12-0, whatever. When you get there,
nothing else matters.
It doesn't matter because you can lose.
Nothing else matters.
Like, they'll put their heart and soul out just to beat us.
Yeah, for sure. That's what misses the mark for other rivalries. But needless to say, being from Alabama as a creator, did that prompt you to want to go harder? Because I oftentimes hear people from the southern states of the Mississippis, the Tennessees, the Georgias, the Alabamas, and they feel like, y'all, bro, like, we slept on. And for you, what's your story as far as what creativity allowed you to become and how you were able to prove yourself?
I think in Alabama, in like the South, we get information last. Like, when something is going viral or something is trending, by the time we get it to try to catch on, it's already saturated, or we too far behind to be able to catch up in any of that. So when I moved to LA, I swear, after a certain point in time, once I was creating and I had kind of built up a name for myself already, it was off top. I gotta get my family involved. Like, I'm about to go back home. I left LA, I went back home, and now all my entire family are creators. And I'm telling them, I remember I had a conversation with my sister. My niece, she was one of the stars in like some of my skits, and she's blowing up. And I'm like, Misha, you need to create this YouTube channel. You need to put them on there. You need to do something with them. And she still wouldn't do it. And the last time I said, look, I am making money on YouTube, and your child is a star. Now, yes, you're getting paid from me, but you better take advantage of this, because at the time, my sister was still on Section 8. She was, not the best living conditions, and some clicked, and she ended up doing it. And then she was able to move out of Section 8. And I remember the first time, because she, when you poor and you grow up poor and you used to being poor, it be hard to let go of like some of the assistance. It's like, girl, get off food stamps. You don't need it anymore. Mm-hmm. You make a lot of money a month. Let that house go. I'll just give it to my son. He can stay there while I'm on Section 8. No, baby. Let the house go. And she, moved into a 3-bedroom house. It got stairs, and life changed. So for me, it was, let me come back and bring this information before it's taken out, because everybody knew about YouTube, but it wasn't, like, creator wasn't the thing that everybody was getting invested in. So I'm about to go home, take this information, build up a team here, get as many people to try to believe in this creator journey as I can so that we are going to create our own universe and be a creator hub back home.
Let me tell you something. That stanza, what you said, I'm in the process of trying to do that now. Mm-hmm. And I just had a moment over the last couple of weeks, but shorter than 3 days ago from this moment, where a person who's extremely dear to me, and when people say, especially in the South, when you say, oh, that's my cousin, that's a close friend of yours. Mm-hmm. No, but for me, I don't have a lot of friends that say, like, yo, that's my friend. This is actually my first cousin, right? Mm-hmm. He serves as my assistant. He serves as a person that is extremely dear to me. And a lot of people, you know, may degrade him because he's like, yo, he's everywhere with me. He drives, I don't drive. He helps assist me, but it's not the driver that is the important part for me. That's my place of refuge. That's where it's like, yo, dog, he knows me. He knows when I'm not in the mood to talk. And it's bigger than what an assistant title can actually be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he rejuvenates me, and being the person that I've known him longer than he known himself, we tease each other like that. But he had a moment. He just put this a parody kind of video out. Yeah. And he was like, yo, I want to be the next coach at Auburn. And I was like, Fat. But his name is Q. Yeah. And everybody always hear him say Fat. Like, where Fat come from? And everybody I've always in our family has called him Fat Man, mm-hmm. but Fat for short. So I'm like, Fat, boy, that's brilliant, boy. And since then, people get latched on for different reasons. Mm-hmm. Now, when you go on his Instagram, you'll see a video that probably did 300 views. Then you see another video that probably did 600. He was like, bro, that's viral for me. Well, this particular video, when he created, like, I want to be the next head coach at Auburn, got 50,000 views. Yeah. And ever since then, like, Shells, she does all my vertical content. Peggy or Omari does all, like, he looks at everything before it goes out. And he in there saying, hey, bro, record this video real quick. I gotta put out another video. And he gets it. Another thing for me was being like, I'm trying to take that information and bring everybody on. Yeah. I've been telling my brothers, bro,
y'all better.
I'm making real money.
Yes.
And there was a time, like my younger brother, Kalen, he's in this figuring out phase. And I'm like, yo, bro, I figured it out. Mm-hmm. You just gotta stay consistent.
That's it.
It's like, yo, don't get caught into the views more so than making sure that after that video drops, when are you planning on dropping the next one? And that right there is what other cultures are able to do. Mm-hmm.